Yes, guys, apparently this is where I call home. This is the gate, the entrance. As you can see, this is the entrance. And I want to give you the village tour. Actually, it's not even our village. It is basically, I just want to give you a tour of of our environment, of our community. And right about now, this is the gate, as you can see. And this is my uncle's house. This is my uncle's house, and we have a path that we normally walk along. In this village, there were only two brothers, and they were just two brothers. And my dad was the firstborn, and this was the last son. So that is the house of the last son, and this is the path. This is just the environment, and this is our house. This is our house. That is where my mom and dad started building their house. This was it Simba? Huh? This is our home. This is where my mom normally comes when he comes to the village. Everything here seems to be natural. Everything seems to be amazing. As you can see, we normally build houses using this brick, the red brick. We don't build houses with stones. Actually, we build houses with brick and cement and sand. It's a mix of reaction actually. And as you can see, the environment is green. It's raining here, and I like the fact that everything here seems to be natural. So this is also my other mom's house. This is actually my other mom's house. And the other one is my grandma's house. Yes, guys, and there's something I wanted to tell you. Guys, there's something I actually wanted to tell you. Here in Kenya, you are allowed to marry more than two wives because instead of going to sleep with other men, you are allowed to marry more than two wives. I feel like it's normal, it's customary, and it is also natural marrying two wives. So this is my other mom's house. So my dad had married two wives, and that is the first wife. The other one is the second one. Okay, and I feel like everything here seems to be normal. Everything seems to be amazing. That is my aunt over there. Yes. That is my grandma. That's my grandma's house. This is my aunt. She's the last one. So her off. This is the last one of this house. This is my grandma. Come closer. Come closer to us. So this is my grandma, and she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. Grandma had 10 children, 10, and this is the last born. Yes, and the last born from Koda. This is the last born of this mother here. This is my grandma. She's the one who gave birth to my dad. Okay, and this is his house. It is so amazing. This house is actually made of. This house is made of. It is made of cow dung. It is made of cow dung, cement, and sand. Okay. So this is my grandfather's compound. This was the first wife, and this was the second wife. So she was the second wife of my grandfather. Okay, so she was the second wife of my grandfather, and this one was the house of the first wife of my grandfather. Okay, so here in the village, as you can see, it's like a norm, polygamous marriage. Polygamous marriage is like a tradition. It's like a norm. as I've told you, my grandfather married 2 wives, and my father as well married 2 wives. So come along with me. That was actually a simple village tour of our compound. No, it was a village tour. That was our compound house tour, and I hope you really enjoyed. Come along with me. Let me show you the other exit. So actually, basically, that's the entrance. Basically, that's the entrance of the village there. That's the entrance, and this is the exit. So come along with me. Let me show you the exit.
So talk to your people.
I'm enjoying the place. These are firewood. The firewood have already been kept so that they can dry up and cook. So this is basically firewood, and this is another exit which is going to another compound. And like I told you, these are the traditional houses. You see, these are basically traditional houses. They are made of cow dung. Do they use cement? No, they are made of cow dung and a little bit of some sand. So you mix cow dung and sand, then you make this house. Okay, so basically this is wood and this is iron. This is iron sheet. So this was my other grandma's house. Okay, the first wife of my grandfather, and that was the second wife. Okay, come along with me. Just come along with me, guys. Come along with me. Come closer. Yes, so this is the exit. Yes, so this is actually the exit. It's more of a gate because no car, there's no car which is passing here, so it's more of a gate. So guys, I feel like that is much pretty fine. It is okay about my house tour. And now this is where they normally bury people. When you die, this is where they bury people. And here in the village, we are not allowed to cement the graves. According to the culture, it is very wrong to cement the grave. What they normally do is that they plant something which is going to grow out of it. That is what goes on here. So I want to show you where my grandfather was buried. And this, I think this heap, this is where my grandfather was buried. Okay, this is where my grandfather was buried. The other place is where the other grandmother, the first wife, was buried. And another thing, I want to show you where my uncle, this is where my uncle was buried. This heap, come. This is where my uncle was buried. So guys, there's a story I wanted to tell you. I used to have a best friend. So guys, like I was telling you, I used to have this best friend of mine. We used to share lots of stuffs. We would share our inside and our outside. Basically, she was my real best friend, a true friend whom you can tell something. And we were so close such that nobody will separate us, you know. Everything seemed to be so going well. Everything seemed to be so amazing between the two of us. I'm looking for a place where to sit down here, and I need to sit down so that I can explain to you. So guys, basically what I'm trying to say is that I used to have this best friend of mine. We will share anything, like, you know what I mean by anything, like literally anything. And I would hide nothing. So even when I got my first boyfriend, I shared with him. And where I'm seated is where this best friend is lying. and that best friend was actually my dad. So where I'm seated, this is where he was buried, and it's now 3 years since he was buried, and he used to be my best friend actually. And ever since he died, this village seems to be so boring. And you know, he was the only son who was left here. He was actually the only son who was left here, and ever since he died, things here seemed to be so unusual. And even yesterday when I arrived, no one came to you know, to welcome me apart from my grandma, and I really felt bad, and I miss him so much. And this is where my father was buried. And it was so sad that we were with my grandfather that same week. No, we were with my father that same week, and after 1 week I was told that he was died. So I actually don't know what happened to him, but I was just told that he died. So we came for the burial, and this is where my father was buried. This is where we plant trees for my daddy, and as you can see, we've planted trees. This is for our firstborn, and the other tree is for our secondborn. This one is for our thirdborn, and also there is this fourth tree which is supposed to be mine because I'm the last born. This is another tree which is supposed to be mine because I'm the last born. And this is where my dad was buried. I always feel bad when I come to the village because I miss him so much. This is where my dad was buried. I miss him so much. It's now 3 years, and I miss him so much because we would share a lot, and he was actually the best person I will ever see. And I don't know what to say, but God is the one who takes, and God is the one who normally give out. So I have no objection but to just let him lay in peace, and I just wish him all the best. So guys, what I actually wanted to say is that I dedicate this video to my daddy because I know he's watching wherever he is. I know my dad is watching wherever he is, so I dedicate this video to him, and I wish him all the best. I know he's watching with the angels. And let me show you the school where our village is actually near the school, and actually that is the school where my dad used to study at. And this is actually, it is called Uhola. It is primary and secondary school. It also have ECD school, and my grandfather is the one who initiated this school. So it is so sad that people who are able to raise this village are gone, and I feel so bad when I feel like people are just dying in this village mercilessly, and I don't know what to say. But yeah, that is basically the school. So my grandfather is the one who started this school. He's the one who prepared this school. He's the one who built this school. So all this compound was our compound, and he decided to give it out to people so that they can make school. He was so kind to them that he would give them all this compound to build school, to build churches, to build even toilets. And my dad was that kind person. So basically that's the compound. All of this is our compound, including the school. All of it is our compound. So my grandfather also decided to build for the community this water tap, so that they should not have to go to the river, but they can come here and fetch water. So he's the one who initiated this project. Imagine after initiating all this project, you come and die again. This is so sad. So basically this is where people fetch water, but you need a coin. You need a coin to put there so that you can fetch water. Yes. No, not money. Just there's something we call coin. It is just a round stuff that you need to fetch water. Come I show you. This one. This is the one which we normally use. This one. Man. So this one, you put it Papa. Yes, you just put it there. You do this, then you put this, then water comes. That's the technology here. You see the technology? Basically, that's the technology here, and that is how people fetch water. Yes. Some people come from far to fetch water with motorbikes, and that's it. So let me show you a posho mill. This is the posho mill, and imagine it doesn't use electricity. This is where people come. I don't know. I think it uses solar. I don't know. This is basically the posho mill. Yes, this is the posho mill. I don't know. We will come when it's open. So that's the posho mill. That is where people grind maize. That is where they grind maize. And I don't know what it uses because I can't see the electricity line here. I think it uses motor, if I'm not wrong.
What is motor?
Yes, motor is something, an energy. Yeah, so that is the posho mill. I know it is made of iron sheet. It is actually improvised. It is an improvised posho mill. So that is where people bring their maize to be grinded so that they can cook ugali. Yes, that is it. So basically, that's a simple village tour, and I think I'm done. Okay, I'm done. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, join my membership, and also you are free to give the video a thumbs up, and that's the only way you can support this video. You can also drop a comment if you wish, and you can also please don't skip the ads, because if you skip the ads it's not gonna count. So remember to watch the ads, and also remember to join my membership. Okay, so that is it about today, and see you on the next video.